Hey, Rene Garcia with Games Gear Tech, and today I am excited to share with you a brand new product that I've been eager to get into the studio ever since I saw it was announced at IFA earlier this year. This is the Lenovo YOGA C940 laptop. It is of course the successor to the C930, except this time it comes in two new flavors, 15 inches and 14 inches. Now there are more differences than just the screen size, and I'll be sure to cover all of that, but for now, let's take a walk around the product. First, the C940 features an aluminum construction which includes the lid and the bottom panel. This gives the entire laptop a very rigid, very premium feel. On the left side, we have the charging port which accommodates a 135 watt AC adapter. We also have two 3.1 USB-C Gen 2 ports with Thunderbolt 3. And we have a 3.5mm audio and microphone jack. On the front, we don't have any ports, but we do have this lip that makes it easier to lift the lid. More on that later. On the right side, we have the power button, which is recessed, which should help prevent accidental presses while manipulating the laptop. Next to that, we have a 3.1 USB-A Gen 1 port, super speed variety. And finally, we have the Lenovo Active Pen that charges in its garage. On the back, all we have is the soundbar, which houses two of the four 2-watt speakers. On the bottom, we have two more 2-watt down-firing speakers. For those of you that care, the C940 does pass the one-handed open test. In fact, maybe I'm crazy, but it feels like there are magnets in the palm area to keep the lid shut while the laptop is in your bag. I don't know, I haven't verified that. On the keyboard deck, we have the usual Lenovo experience with smile-shaped keys, but you also get a proper 10-key number pad, which is exclusive to the 15-inch model. It does shift the glass trackpad to the left, but that's to be expected. You also get a fingerprint reader. It's match on host instead of match on sensor, so that's something to consider if you're bringing this to work as your own device. But let's be honest, most IT departments will probably disable this anyway. A couple of thoughts on the keyboard. As someone who worked in a call center for several years, I love having a 10-key, but the inclusion on this small form factor has forced Lenovo to make some concessions. Mainly, all of the wide keys on the left, like Tab, Shift, and Control, have all been shrunken so that the keys on the right could be shifted to the left. That means if you're a home row touch typist like me, certain numbers and special characters may not be where you expect them. This is most evident with the backspace, which is quite a reach. With that said, I have no doubt that you'll get used to it in time, but it's something to consider if you're going to switch from typing on the laptop to an external keyboard when your laptop is docked. This particular model has a 4K IPS screen with a max brightness of 500 nits, and the visuals are fantastic. A full HD option is also available if you don't need the high resolution or you just need better battery life. On top of the screen is the 720p camera and dual array microphones. This is how you will look and sound on your video calls. If you're the shy type, there's a physical privacy shutter that you just slide over with a fingernail, and as you can see, there is a little bump to accommodate the camera hardware. If you want slim bezels, then this is what you have to put up with. But I kind of like it. Plus, like I said before, it gives you a finger hold for lifting the lid. Now, being a yoga device, the C940 is a touchscreen, and this one comes with Lenovo's Active Pen. And even though the pen is a little thinner than a real pen, the writing and drawing experience is actually pleasant. The tip offers just enough friction to keep the pen from sliding around the screen. Sadly, there are no included replacement nibs. The pen itself has two buttons along the side that can be mapped to a number of actions using the Lenovo Pen app. The same app also tells you how much juice is left in the pen, but I doubt you'll be using it long enough that it drains completely. In that event, simply slide the pen back into its garage and it'll charge right up. The standout feature for this device, of course, is the innovative soundbar hinge. I've always been a fan of Lenovo's Dolby Atmos technology, and the C940 laptop is the best sounding laptop I've heard so far. I'm going to switch to the camera microphone to give you a sense of the speakers.
So I was funny with another barista, and I was with my ex-coworker, and I'm flirting. He's not doing anything to help me as a wingman, right? So, you know, I like to call things out in the moment rather than debrief later, because I think it just adds more fun, more chaos. to the event. So, flirting with the barista, wingman not doing anything. I turn to him and I say, dude, you are a really bad wingman. And he looks at me, then he looks at the barista, and he's like, this guy's got a lot of money. And I'm like, that's it? That's all you gotta do these days?
Now, let's talk about the internal components. One of the reasons you would get the 15-inch version over the 14-inch, other than the bigger screen and the number pad, is the discrete GPU. In this case, it's the Nvidia GTX 1650. No RTX here, but it will still let you play modern games and make video editing a little easier. Another reason to get the 15-inch model is because it uses 9th gen Intel Core i7 CPUs instead of the 10th gen Ice Lake processors. That means you get more cores and higher frequencies, which is great for people who need performance and multitasking capabilities. This particular model has a Core i9 with 8 cores and 16 threads. But more performance means shorter battery life. The C940 comes with a 69 watt-hour battery, which Lenovo estimates to offer 9 hours with the 4K display. That means depending on what you're doing, you're probably looking at 5 hours unless you really manage the battery. RAM comes in 2 options, either 12 or 16 gigs, and they are soldered onto the board, and there are no extra sockets for upgrading. So make sure you pick the right model that has the amount of RAM you think you're going to need. So, who is this laptop for? I'd say it's for everybody, because it does a little bit of everything. You can take notes on it, you can draw on it, you can edit videos, you can game, and when it's time to relax, this great sounding soundbar makes this laptop a media powerhouse. So I think it's great for college students and business professionals, and really anyone who's looking for some performance in every direction. But let's say you don't need a discrete GPU. You're not editing video, you're not gaming. All you need is a laptop for, I don't know, basic business productivity, and you like the freedom of a pen. In that case, I say get the 14-inch version. It's lighter, it's got better battery life, but you can still draw on it and take notes, and it also has the same great sounding soundbar. Anyway, that's my opinion, but I'd love to hear your thoughts, so please leave a comment below. And if you'd like to see more tech videos like this, then please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.